Okay, so I just first put oil in the pan, and I don't measure it. I just kind of coat the bottom of this pan. I know it's a lot of oil, but it's part of it. And then I'm going to put the rice. I measured it. I have 2 cups of rice that I'm making. You want to turn your flame kind of high and start frying your rice basically. So you're gonna fry your rice until it's nice and brown. And right now I like to wet it with all the oil. So there's that. Let me see. Oh, that light doesn't make a difference. I already have my garlic ready that I'm gonna put in here. So one of the things that they'll say is don't stir it too much, because then you break the rice, and you don't want to break the rice. But I tend to stir it a lot. Okay, so I don't know if you can tell on the video, but you'll know that your rice is getting close to being done because it starts changing color. So you'll have like a whiter rice, and then you'll have a rice that's like opaque on there. So one thing I like to have ready is also the tomato sauce. What I do is for every cup of rice that I'm making, I put a can of tomato sauce. And it's because Ben likes it to be saucy, basically. Okay, so my rice is starting to brown. It's all like solid and now brown, getting brown. So this is where I'm gonna add the garlic. Now it's kind of hard for me to record and add garlic, so I have a bunch of garlic, but I'm probably gonna add like 6 of these heads, and that's it for right now. Here's the garlic that's all pressed, and kind of have to start stirring this. And I said 6 heads, but I meant 6 cloves. About 6 cloves, which is almost like a whole head of garlic. So I'm gonna let that brown too. I turn my heat down for a little bit only because I'm having to record at the same time, but usually you have this about high or medium heat. So my rice is getting brown, and then just looking for the garlic so I could kind of get it in the oil, fry it in the oil a little bit. Okay, so you see now the garlic is starting to brown as well. So I'm just letting it brown a little bit more. I like it really browned. And then we're gonna get ready to add the tomato sauce. And so again, the tomato sauce is going to be, I'm making 2 cups of rice right here, so I'm gonna add 2 cans of tomato sauce. Okay, so you can see here where like most of my garlic, which I have a lot, is pretty brown. I'm gonna start to add, and so is my rice. I usually like my rice a little bit more toasted. But I think that'll do. So I got put a lot of garlic, so that's all right. Anyway, so here's the tomato sauce. You want to turn down the heat, obviously, like to have a little bit of that tomato sauce kind of cooked with the rice. Just a little bit. And then I'm going to add my water. So here's 2 cups. I'm just going to add another cup. Okay, so here is 2 cups. Now you want to turn your heat back up. Or, I'm sorry, it's 4 cups of water for the 2 cups of rice. You want to turn your heat back up, stir it. Now we're going to add the chicken bouillon. That's what I use. I use the powder. So I don't have this measured out. I just add some and stir it in. That might be too much. Stir it and just kind of taste as I go. I like to let it boil before I taste, and you'll want to get a different spoon, obviously, and put some on the palm of your hand and taste it. But I'm just stirring it in. Okay, so I ended up adding like another spoon, half a spoonful of bouillon. Now I'm just gonna let it boil. You want it to boil, and you want the rice to expand a little bit to where the consistency of your soup is a little thicker. It's hard to describe how thicker, but you'll kind of get the gist. It's just until it gets a little bit thicker, the consistency. Then when it boils and it gets thicker, the soup, then you'll turn down the heat, cover it with foil, and you put a lid over it. What I do is I prevent any steam from escaping by covering it with foil, and then put the lid over it, just so that it's secure. And you cook it for 20 minutes. And that's really it. Okay, so it's boiling, and I'm gonna stir it. You can feel that it's a little bit tougher now. The rice is expanding in here, so my soup is getting tougher, or thicker, I should say. You see the rice. So this is where I'm gonna turn it down, cover it with foil. I just wanted to show you what the rice consistency of the soup was, just thicker. You can feel it when you're stirring. The rice is starting to expand. So let me cover it up. Okay, so here it is covered with foil. Let me back up a little bit. This entire time I've had it on high. I just turned it all the way to the lowest setting. Oh, you can see my dirty kitchen stove, but anyway. So cover it, and then I'm gonna set the timer for 20 minutes.